take the stage this time around.
Opening serve by Adamson. Good pickup. Pasino picked up by Domingo. Tip gets Adamson the first point. Advantage, with the height, and Adamson, we all know that it has not always been one of the tallest teams.
Getting that point, changing the momentum a little bit on the side of Adamson.
First point from the wing. Down the line hit.
And this is where you see towering over the blockers of Adamson.
That's why it's important, for Adamson to make sure that they have, they guard the floor very well. But
and if you can stop it right there at the net, all the better.
Right.
You make things easier for your defense. And now they get
with another point there.
Ducusin has scored the first 2 points for Adamson earlier so far.
It's a 4-0 run for the Soaring Falcons, and scores an ace with the help of the net.
For Adamson, you see also Adamson, we have Ducusin with 4 points.
Combination play.
Jims Ducusin.
Ducusin gets hand off the blocker. Pretty much, he's one of the consistent players that we see here for the Soaring Falcons.
Serving for Adamson.
Was the decoy. And they got that point.
Drop shot, saved. Good coverage by Costello. Domingo. Once again for Pasino, bounces off the head of Menor. Ducusin. Well, that was a good save. Free ball, what do they do with it? Ducusin off the block and bounces off the hands of the blocker.
Sure, his foot will go beyond.
That took a lot of control. We're up for an exciting one. What a kill there from Okeke. Both teams so far in equal footing when it comes to conversion of their attacks. 6 attack points for both teams. Good serve. Chalarzon with a hand at that. He gets the set off the block. Domingo sets up Menor. Ducusin drops it. Kept alive, but goes outside. Good effort on the part of the Blue Eagles. I love the variation that we see Charlie Fleming, a Sparkle GMA artist, enjoying the action here in the Mall of Asia Arena. So for you guys, if you haven't had or if you haven't gone your way here yet, there's still time. We have another game coming up after this opening. Good recovery. One more time. What a hit. First line hit.
You see the effort also in avoiding the blockers.
Well, then Adamson is actually, I think, has won most of the long rallies here.
Not yet.
Another powerful hit, and he just towers over everybody. He has a very, very good view of the Soaring Falcons. Let's take a look at that attack once again, right over the block.
And again, this is where we see height advantage.
A service ace, and that ties up the set.
They need that. Very risky, but they do need that. I think, later on we'll break it down, but it's in those crucial moments when they score the points, just like this one in set number 1, and Ateneo just really pulling through the moment when they needed it the most at the tail end. Ateneo also with 43% success in digs. And a good serve right there. What Adamson is able to do, though, is really deliver good passing.
That's inside.
Attacks
That's right.
delivered by Ateneo.
Ateneo's attacks have been very strong and aggressive, and you know they've also been trying to work out the angles. If you notice, if you don't score the ace, but you just get a poor pass, and then that does the job. It was long, but the hands caught the ball on its way out.
And second set from what we've seen in set number 1.
Good strong serve. Excellent set by Domingo. Oh, what a block by Ducusin.
They do recognize, again, they have to work double time. Ateneo, obviously, very strong offensive team.
Another excellent defense at the net for Ateneo. Well, that means for Adamson, rather. Another block from Adamson. Excellent defense at the net. And I guess, you know, because the angle is really short, so that's quite difficult also, you know, for the defender. Oh, what a hit.
Having a tough time when the attack is coming from the wing. I mean, look at
Leo Gimbal, team captain for the Soaring Falcons. Over receive, joust at the net. Off speed, De Castro able to save that from the back row. There was a touch from the Soaring Falcons.
it's missing over on the side of Adamson. Earlier, they were able to match it up in terms of offense with Ateneo, but this time around, clearly, it is Ateneo dominating the attacks here in this set.
Drop shot by Ducusin. Gutierrez goes to Okeke. Off speed. Ducusin gets a set. Was there a touch?
There was
Yes,
a touch.
there was a touch. You know, Tahiludin, Batas picks it up. Quick attack. Stelo. Menor, denied. Coverage by Domingo. They go to Ducusin. And Ducusin gets the point. Ducusin just doing everything here for the Soaring Falcons.
He has been the top scorer for both here in this set.
Good pass. Change in direction this time. Okeke off the block. And this time, this works for the Blue Eagles.
Okeke has been also a steady source of points, scoring 6 in the first set.
Good pickup from Adamson. They go to Ducusin. Who squeezes that in somehow against those two tall blockers. Adamson now at the advantage. Their set point. Okeke. Well, Gimbal has had a hand on that block, but that was just too strong. Bounced off his hand. One of the best strategies that you can have. And the set 3 is underway. First point goes to Ateneo. Of course, they would want to start out strong.
To be in a good position, you want to have a good standing in our double round elimination because you want to be a part of that top 4. They should take advantage of.
Good block
Going Adamson.
from Adamson.
Second set. And, you know, I think it also gave them confidence.
Right.
Thinking that, you know, despite the height advantage.
Leo Gimbal now serves for set point. De Castro. Okeke. Oh, I think that it would have gone outside, but if you're not sure, then why not?
AIMAR.
Okeke getting a point for Ateneo.
This
One more time for Ducusin. Denied by Okeke.
solid block score with 15. but we've been going mostly to him. And
You know, I think both teams are really trying to distribute all the sets as much as possible.
I think, for both these teams, we have mentioned, they have different perspectives, coming into today's match. Ateneo always at the cusp of getting into the top 4, but just somehow, hindi lang umaabot. Meanwhile, they lost their last 6 games. I mean, you can just imagine what that does.
Maybe Kogimbal can be successful. He does push it over. Good pickup as well from Menor. Lestado off the block, saved by Salarzon. They go to Okeke. Good pickup by Kogimbal. Joust at the net, kept alive on the side of Adamson. Lestado once again denied.
Ateneo. Oh, look at that solid block.
Ryan Castro. 16 excellent sets in this match. Lestado gets another chance. Denied once again this time by Okeke.
They're trying to give him a chance na makabawi. But it is really tough looking at the blockers.
For Adamson. Combination play. What do you do about that?
I love how Gutierrez is now trying to be creative and scoring those points and delivering those sets.
So you would really try to narrow down the gap.
And again, they have that 2-set advantage. Going into the 5th would be very challenging. It will be a much shorter set. There isn't any time actually for you to play catch up. Doon talaga mag-uunahan kayo. And the rotation where they have their top scorer at the net, the Ateneo blockers, it has been rather predictable already.
Yes.
They know already saan pupunta ang bola.
Good save by Domingo. They go to Ducusin. What will he do? Looking for hands, and yes, there was a touch.
That's a ball touch.
Salarzon for the serve. Perfect pass for Adamson. Ducusin gets the set and gets the point for the Soaring Falcons. Really a revelation here for Adamson. Opening match, opening day. Playing or the time that he spent inside the court hasn't really been as much.
But I think what matters is when you're there,
yes,
you have contribution.
That's right. Oh, that catches the line and point goes to the Blue Eagles.
At the moment. And you see Domingo able to conserve his energy
Right.
also dahil, he's just there waiting for the ball to be given to him.
Ducusin gets another point for Adamson. What a recovery for the...
Each and every unit, each and every person on the floor doing things on point.
Right.
I think, and it's all happening at the same time. It's not just one person doing well. It is good passing. And I think, no matter what the turnout is of this match, we see here how...
That's right. And Domingo's been doing a good job also at the service line. No perfect passes has been given by Ateneo so far. Down by 3. Adamson, they want to clinch this.
Yeah.
They just have to keep playing. Yes. But they'll feel this after, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Again, the Adamson team has losses, in the departure of...
He just needs to put this through. And he does. Okeke gets the point for Ateneo. That was a smart play.
He would always go for that strong hit, but I think Okeke saw that there was an opening behind the blockers. No coverage, everyone went